Hey guys, this is V2 Vengeance and I welcome you to the 9.10 test server, and the main guests of this test server are the Japanese heavy tanks, starting at tier 3 with the Type 91 heavy up to tier 10 with the Type 5 heavy, which is a gigantic beast. Look at this. This is a naval gun. This looks like a freaking naval gun. And the common feature of all of those tanks is they have a large pool of hit points. They are very heavy. Look at this, at tier 6, 150 tons, as heavy as the German tier 10 heavy tank D100. They have a lot of engine power, but they are very slow and very well armored. So those are the main features. The guns aren't really remarkable. However, the tier 6 stands out because it has a very similar gun to the KV-2. It has a 15cm howitzer Type 96, 121mm of penetration with the armor piercing rounds, 150 with the heat, 75 with HE, 700 damage with all types of AP, and 910 with the HE, exactly like the KV-2. And other than that, they are very similar as far as they go up. So tier 7 you have this, the Oni, Oho. They are very similar tanks. Basically they keep getting more health and they keep adding on more armor at the front and everywhere else. And this is the thing that I like. Almost all of them have very good armor even at the rear. This tier 6 heavy tank has 150mm of armor at the rear. Now I don't really know exactly how good those turrets are at the front armor, but it's a very tough tank. Not this, but the entire line, except of course for the tier 4 and tier 3, but they are low tier, so what can you expect? The tier 5 is pretty much as well armored as a KV-1, and from tier 6 up they get beastly armor. At tier 9, look at this, 250mm of armor at the front, and as tier 10 260. Now the tier 9 and the tier 10 are pretty similar. However, the main difference is this big engine dock at the back. So this is the tier 9, and just look at the tier 10. As you can see, this entire engine part is gone, this engine deck. So the tier 9 is a bigger target. This is why it's also heavier, and they have the same engine. So basically at every tier we have the 1200 horsepower engine. It's basically the same engine, as you can see. So yeah, wait a second, no, it's the same engine. So in my preview videos, I'm not going to preview all of them in one video. I want to preview them like some highlights from this tech tree, and one of them is going to be this tier 6 that I'm going to highlight in this video, the OI. Because of the new gun, I want to see if this is the new KV-2, better armored but slower, and also the Type 5 heavy, which is a beast of a tank thanks to its gigantic armor everywhere. 200mm at the rear of the turret. This is like the mouse turret. The mouse turret has the same armor, except in the front it has 240mm, but it's better armored than the mouse at the whole. 260 at the sides, but the mouse has better side and rear armor. So other than that, the tanks are pretty similar, but everyone needs to know how the more interesting ones are like. So the tier 6. Now the tier 7 you have pretty much the same guns as the tier 6. No, the tier 8 has pretty much the same guns as the tier 7, and only better armor and probably better mobility. And the tier 9 is basically the tier 10, but with worse engine and worse gun stats, such as the accuracy or the aiming time. So without further ado, let's take the OI for a battle. And let's see, it's going to take a while I think to find a game, because not a lot of people play at tier 6. So yeah, what can you do? It's the test server and everybody wants to play tier 10 tanks. And we finally have a game, and we are bottom tier, which is I think a good thing, because we want to know how this tank performs in all kinds of environments, not only as a top tier. So we're going to start it rough. It's tier 8 game. Now for a tier 8 game, these 150 millimeters of armor are not going to be of much use, because other than the tier 6 tanks, the tier 7 tanks are going to have no problem penetrating, not even to speak about the tier 8s, especially the tank destroyers. So the armor is not going to be very effective in this game. However, we are trying to use the gun at its full use. So the AV ammunition has 121 millimeters of penetration. The heat ammunition has 150. I almost said hash there. And let's see. So what are we probably going to encounter? FCM50T, IS6, MXCDC, Carnarvon, and probably something destroyer. So I'm guessing I will go for heat, but really the only reason there is, so the FCM50T I can penetrate with AP as well, and the Carnarvon and the IS6 I can't penetrate with even with heat, no matter where I fire at the front. So probably going to switch to HE ammunition. I'm going to go the safe way. And look at how huge this thing is. Compare this to the IS6. The IS6 is like puppy compared to me. He's even looking at me like, what the fuck. And look at this. This is like our counterpart, the Soviet counterpart, the KV-2, and look at how small he is as well. I'm gonna enlarge the minimap. Click on this ad, you will enlarge your minimap by 10 centimeters in 1 week. I had to say that. It was... I really had to say that. So, do we have anything destroyed there? I don't know. Fire the blind shot just in case. And one thing that I never really saw people mentioning about those tanks is their gun depression. They have really good gun depression at almost all tiers, I think. The tier 10 surely has the gun depression, I know it for sure. There is the IS6. Oh shit, he was loaded, I think, and yes, he was loaded. So probably I'll have to repair my track unless he fires at my allied IS6, which he didn't, because the allied was side scraping. So we're going to move forward in order to avoid artillery fire, and those Japanese tanks are surely going to be an artillery magnet. It's going to be harder to miss them than to hit. And look at this, compare the sizes of those tanks. My turret is as big as his turret, but the rest of the hull. And the thing is, I don't understand, I understand why, but it would have been better if they had 150 millimeters of armor at the sides instead of the rear. Come on, IS-3 move. And okay, that's what you get for blocking my way. I gave him space to move, he didn't move, so he paid the price. And super Pershing, 286 damage, not very well. The digital W Tiger is probably still aiming here. Why would he aim somewhere else? Oh, it's an FCM50T. It's pretty nice. So we're going to, and also remember that I have 150 millimeters of rear armor. We're going to use that right now. He still was able to penetrate. Well, of course, he has pretty good penetration. And come on. No! Why are you not shooting my very well angled rear? And I'm dead. No, he bounced. What? That was pretty lucky. And yep, there was my end. Not a great amount of damage dealt in this game, however we lost pretty hard, 315, so yeah, not something great. I did however manage to be second in experience, but our team really sucked and there wasn't much I could do. So yeah, let's try another game. I think I've been playing for an hour and a half and I haven't been able to get a single top tier battle in this thing. I think only the first battle that I played and I had, it was an okay-ish battle and I would show it, but the main problem is that for some unknown reasons the replays are not working on my computer. Any single replay is not working, and that is a problem because if I want to make that longest one-shot compilation video, I have no way of doing it because I can't watch the replays and record on them. Probably I have to reinstall my World of Tanks completely. I have my replays saved, all of them, in I think 2 locations, so there isn't really much of a problem losing them. However, I'm going to lose time again because I have to reinstall completely my entire World of Tanks. Like yesterday they were working and today they are not. So yeah, not much I can do. I just try to open them like I always do and I can't. So yeah, that is indeed a problem. And let's see what we can do here. So we are at the Banana Street and we're waiting for our 15cm howitzer to reload. As you can see, there are a couple of other tanks rushing forward. There is also an FCM and I would love to shoot at him, and let's follow me. How is it then that he's blocking me? Okay, so I can tell him that he's blocking my car. That's really useful and nice. And thanks to that, wow, are you serious? Dude, just back off. If you die there, you're going to be a huge wall for them. And yeah, this guy, what is he doing? I can't even fire. Yeah, I think I have to move forward. The reason why I wasn't moving forward was because I'm only at tier 6 and my armor isn't really going to hold up against those tanks at this kind of level. And I was hoping I will be able to fire more shots from a distance. However, our Oni didn't have the same ideas, so I had to move and I will be going around. And thanks to the fact that I'm such a tall tank, if that FCM decides to back away, he's going to pay. Come on, FCM, do it. I know you want it. Come on. More. Oh shit. Are you kidding me? Fuck off. I got you anyway. Unfortunately, I got him and like for 90 damage, so it wasn't really worth. But I'm not firing gold or anything, I'm just firing standard HE. And there is this cannon and yak panzer here. And I think we can do, yeah, 38 damage. This is what I was thinking about. I was sure I was going to do 38 damage to the guy. I just saw the situation and analyzed it. I was absolutely sure I would do 38 damage to him. So again, unlucky. I was really hoping I would be able to. And there is another Canoniac Panzer. Come on, reload. Stay there. Fight with me. And there we go. Finally, that roll. I was hoping that roll would be coming, and it came. And oh god, it was so good. Finally, the howitzer shot that I've been expecting those entire games. Luckily, I think I hit that guy. That shot went just too well, and I would be reviving my commander, and I think that should be what I would be doing. And I think I hit him. Look at his health. Yeah, he died. And I'm really wondering if I managed to hit that SDA one there or not. If I hit him, this was a pretty lucky game, and I think if I hit him, no, I didn't really do any damage to any SDA. That was pretty unlucky. Let's see the FCM, 48 damage. Look at this. Cannon and Yak Panzer, 38. Chiho, Oho, sorry, 293, and the big roll here, 894. And we got the second most damage as well. Mastery badge, second class. Okay game, and I think this is pretty much, this is very similar. The gun is almost the same as the KV-2. I can't really see much difference when playing it. The only difference is that the KV-2 is a little bit faster, while this tank is better armored. And now when you're top tier with the KV-2, well, in fact, let's put it this way, those two tanks compared, when you are top tier, the OI is better. Like, it has better armor, it's the same gun, it's slower, but it has better armor, and it's like a KV-2 that can't really be penetrated in the front. And also, if you angle like this, I don't know many tanks that would be able to penetrate you at tier 6. However, when you are in the tier 7 battle, or tier 8, the KV-2 is going to be better. And why? Because it's going to be faster, and the armor is not going to matter. And overall, those two tanks are really similar, but if you are top tier, you want to be in the OI. If you are bottom tier, you want to be in the KV-2. That's pretty much how I see it. And also take care to your sides, because if there is another derp gun and it's going to shoot you on the side, it's going to penetrate, because you only have 70 millimeters of penetration. 70 millimeters of side armor. So this was the OI, the Japanese, yes, tier 6 heavy tank. Next up will be the T5, the Type 5 heavy. I think we could call this a T5 heavy. And yep, so thanks for watching, guys. You've been awesome, and have an absolutely awesome day. I'll see you later.